On January 12, 2010, 37-year-old Lloyd Skinner was swimming at Fish Hoek Beach off the coast of Cape Town, South Africa. He was about 100 meters or 330 feet from shore in about chest to neck deep water, and there were about 30 people swimming near him, although he was 10 to 15, so maybe up to about 50 feet deeper and away from the next closest person to him. At 1:40 in the afternoon, he stood up straight in the water to adjust his swimming goggles, and when he did this, onlookers from the beach could see something that neither Lloyd nor any of the other swimmers could see from their vantage point in the water. A woman named Kathy Geldenhues was sitting on a bench on the beach with her husband, and she was looking directly at Lloyd when this happened. She was looking at Lloyd specifically because her husband had just brought her attention to Lloyd and had said to her, kind of criticizing Lloyd for being out by himself further than anybody else. He said to her, what if he gets attacked by a shark out there all alone? And no sooner had he said this when this huge shadow appeared under the water, speeding at Lloyd. And just moments later, that huge shadow would impact Lloyd. The people on the beach then saw this huge, massive head and fin of this 5-meter long or 16-foot long great white shark come up out of the water, grab Lloyd. Kathy said Lloyd's arm went up in the air before the shark slammed him down underneath the water. It apparently let him go just seconds later because Lloyd surfaced in a pool of his own blood. He's still conscious and he's waving his arms, but much to the horror of all the bystanders, this huge shark, they see its fin just do a quick 360 and it comes back just seconds later and grabs Lloyd for a second time. This time it's got his full torso inside of its mouth and it just again slams him down beneath the waves. Now, people in the water swimming next to Lloyd, they don't know what's happening. One of them, whose name was Kyle, again, he's like 15 meters away. He sees all these people on the beach frantically screaming and waving towels, trying to get the attention of all the swimmers. And he's looking around for the source of this commotion. He turns around, he sees this huge pool of blood in the water, and then he sees this massive fin cutting through the water, and like 2 meters out in front of this fin, in other words, where the shark's mouth is, there is just a bare human leg sticking up out of the water, being pushed through the water. In other words, the shark still has Lloyd in its mouth, and Lloyd's upside down, and it's just dragging him out to sea. Eventually, the leg and the fin go subsurface, and nobody ever sees Lloyd again. Boats and helicopters would go out looking for remains. The only thing they would ever find was his pair of goggles. They assumed the shark consumed him completely. Many people who saw this attack had to get therapy, including his girlfriend Deborah, who watched the attack from the beach.